Okay, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, April 2nd. What's going on out there? I really don't know. I never know anything. Uh, I wanted to talk about the DeSantis' Florida Supreme Court upheld a 15-day abortion ruling. 15 days or 15 weeks? 15. I'll figure out the days or the weeks later. Anyhow, they brought up an interesting point that I have. Every state has a Supreme Court, or if not calling it the Supreme Court, I guess it's very similar to the Final Court of Appeals, whatever you want. Anyhow, it's the last place you go in the state to get a ruling on constitutionality of state constitutionality or whatever. I don't think they delge into the federal end of it. And then you had the federal Supreme Court, which is basically there to interpret laws that are basically constructed from the Constitution. They're really a constitutional legal outlet. But one of the things that amazed me, and I don't know exactly where it really started to be a problem. I think when Mitch McDonald, decided that he didn't want any appointees during the end of the Obama administration, and that he wouldn't let any of the nominees get through until Trump was elected president, or after the election, anyhow. And the thing about that was there were some good people that didn't get jobs in the Supreme Court. And that turned around and made the Supreme Court a very political institution. And it is to this day. You've got a man who I honestly believe has no business being in there, and that's Judge Thompson. He's a scum of the. I mean, I don't even understand why black people support this man. He's just a real scumbag. But the deal is here that it's politicized, and when OJ was there, OJ trial came up and everything like that. That was all about money. Who could buy the most? Where the money came from? And some bad lawyers. Now in the Trump administration, you've got some judges that are making decisions that are really affecting the future of the country, and I don't think they're the right decisions all the time. Now, I'm not a constitutional lawyer, so I can't sit there and say, well, this is against this precedent or this, that, the other thing. I can't do that. I just say on the surface, they look wrong. They look prejudicial. They look biased. They look political. Okay? And I don't think that the justice system should be political. Now, it has been since the beginning, and we all know that. It's either money driven or it's politically driven. No matter what level court you're at, you'll see it all the time. There are plenty of judges out there that aren't political, and I think that we've had a lot of them on the Supreme Court over the years, but not this court, and Trump plays that. Trump says what he's doing and doing what he's doing because he believes that if it comes up to push shove, the Supreme Court will side with him. That he can say whatever he wants to and do whatever he wants to, and if he has to go to the Supreme Court, he will, and they will side with him. Well, he's hoping they do that with the immunity thing, and if they do give him full immunity, like I said, Biden gets it too, so Biden can go out and shoot Trump and get away with it. That's what they're saying. That's what Trump wants. Trump wants that ability, and but somehow or another, whatever happened, when I say, like I said yesterday, I said we need a hero, and we do, and we need somebody to take the politics out of the court system and give it back to the people that are supposed to be running it, and make it so it's fair, and I've seen lower criminal cases and whatnot be fair, but I've seen many higher court decision not be fair. You know, if you don't have the money to, to, to pay the lawyers to interpret things and whatnot, you know, you have a problem. You know, the, the money will make them interpret the law, or the politics will make them interpret the law against you. And that's not right. You know, I mean, I don't know if it'll ever be right again. I think we may be so screwed now. I don't know if we're salvageable. Um, I hope we are. I hope that, like I said, I hope there's some leader out there in our country to lead our country. They can bring people together, and then I don't mean bringing them together to hate each other. I mean bringing them together to work responsibly towards equal goals. If you understand what I'm saying there, you know, bring equality back to the justice system and to politics. I don't know whether it's possible. You got too much greed out there. There's too much money around and everything like that. You know, um, there are some good people left. You know, you just have to go out and find them, and they have to be willing to sacrifice. Because if you go up against right now, if you go up against the Republican establishment, you're going to get every little grain of dirt they can find thrown at you. You're going to be threatened, and then they've got the crazies to carry out the threats. That's the problem, you know. So you don't know what's going to happen. Well, Tuesday, this has been slow, you know. I don't know what Trump's planning, but he's planning something. When he's this quiet, something bad's going to happen. You just know it, and I just don't know what he's up to. Sometimes I wish he wasn't around, you know, somebody. I don't like to preach violence because every time you do that, it comes back and it bites you in the ass. You know, you're the one that gets hurt, or the people you wish wouldn't get hurt, you know. But you can tell that if you take a look around, you take a look at a really good person, Michelle Obama, and you look around and you see she doesn't want any part of politics. You know it's a filthy, rotten, disgusting business, especially now. Well, listen, it's Tuesday. If anything happens, I'll be back. If not, I'll see you tomorrow.